A note on the Iliad by Homer. And more exactly, a note on the Iliad as adapted for the BBC, 2-hour play which I listened to earlier this morning, recorded in Bristol, if I remember well, of all places, with Derek Jacobi playing Hector. I don't know the other members of the cast, but I like Derek Jacobi very much. I'm not very thrilled, however, by the Iliad itself. I know it's a masterpiece, I get it, and maybe I better first speak about the fact that I can see that there's a complex plot, interesting to follow, fascinating at times, with the gods playing a part, supporting one side or the other, which makes it interesting, by the way, to see how, well, when you don't have just one god, Zeus, but a multitude, how they can play one side or the other. One is willing to have a goddess, I forgot which, saying, okay, give to the Trojans more hump and victories, because I support Achilles and I want him to be called back because he was so insulted by the attitude of the Greeks. I was thinking it's funny, and basically, well, if it were a god, he would support one side or the other. Not in the religion as I now know it, where there's free will, and that explains various outcomes, and that explains much, if not all, the bad that happens in the world. But in the context of a number of gods, it was interesting because they'll take two games, one played on the battlefield here and another one played between various factions up there. And the heroes are so brave, so wonderful. There's Achilles, of course, played by Brad Pitt in the latest Troy depiction of the Iliad. There's Menelaus, there's Paris, who stole the beautiful Helen, which again made it in a way coming to the negative sides that I see, made it somewhat comical for a tragedy, strange. In the world of today, they will solve this easily with a divorce. Well, even today, they would an insulted party, a betrayed husband or so, will take a gun out or a knife and try and settle a dispute. But chances are they wouldn't resort to the violent solution. Well, then they fought long and hard, at least in the plot. Then there's a gruesome, hideous spill of blood. That's also, I understand. I mean, on one side I understand that it's so much action, a battlefield, and so many people and horses involved, and arrows and swords and shields and all that, and it can be thrilling. But on the other side, I get annoyed by reading about so much violence and cruelty ultimately, and the body of Hector being dragged by horses after he died, the corpse. That's so mixed feelings. I get that it's a masterpiece, but still, and besides, it's so difficult to read when you try the original complicated verse, but beautiful nevertheless.